Alright, the lesson that my students will be covering today is called Launching the Rocket Ship, and that is for the course Algebra 1, and the SOL that they will be covering today is 8.4, and that is that the student will solve multi-step linear and quadratic equations in two variables, including, and listed all of these. A is solving linear equations for a given variable. B is steps used in simplifying expressions and solving equations using field properties and axioms of equality that are valid for the set of real numbers and its subsets. C is solving quadratic equations algebraically and graphically. D is solving multi-step linear equations algebraically and graphically. E is solving systems of two linear equations and two variables algebraically and graphically. And F is solving real-world problems involving equations and systems of equations. And this is for grade level 9, and the learning objective is the student will be able to create quadratic functions, solve it, and draw a picture and be able to interpret the results on a poster with an accuracy of 4 out of 4. So every student will be given a link to a website explaining the activity they will do. And as I said before, the title of the activity is Launching the Rocket Ship Using the Quadratic Formula. Alright, the introduction to this is by having been studying quadratic equations and how to solve them by the quadratic formula, the students will be able to create a quadratic function to represent a rocket projectile and solve it. The task, your activity, is that they're going to be working in groups of 3 to 4 people, and they have to create a quadratic equation representing a rocket in motion, and it has to be able to be factored evenly, no weird decimals or no weird fractions. All right, and this is the process. The process are these steps listed below. They have to make a poster of the steps solving the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula, and a picture representing the function, so it has to be on a graph, and there has to be a written explanation of why their answer is correct, so they have to tell me in written form to prove why their answer is correct. And when they are done, they have to upload a picture of the poster and a shared presentation below. So they're going to copy and paste this into a new window, and it's going to come with this. And they're just going to add and then type their name of everyone in the group and then put the picture right there. All right. All right, and for the evaluation for their activity, we have these 3 questions. They are going to copy and paste a shared document into a new window again. I'll show you just a sec. They're going to answer the questions: when did the rocket reach its tallest height? When did the rocket touch the ground again? And do you believe that your equation was an appropriate model of a real rocket? So when they copy and paste that, it's going to come to this, and they have to type the names of the group and answer the questions. All right, and the conclusion for this is now that they have basically completed the activity, they should have a better understanding of how to make a quadratic function, solve it, and interpret the results. And for the reflection for me, I'm going to have them go into another shared document, and they are going to answer the questions of what did you struggle with most with this project? For example, creating a problem, solving the problem, writing the paragraph. What did you find to be the easiest part? Maybe they didn't struggle with creating it or solving it or explaining why their answer is correct. And what advice would they give for the next class when they complete the project? And when they copy and paste this will pop up, and then they just write their own names since this is independent, and then their answer for these questions. All right, that is it for this activity, and I really think that they're going to enjoy it.